Guys, welcome to the channel. So today I just want to share with you something that arrived in the mail, and this is my second Storm Collectibles figure. I don't have too many of them. I have Yujiro Hanma, and that was my first one, and I really like that figure a lot, and I always wanted to get a Baki. And Baki is an anime series I really like a lot. I remember watching the original one many years ago in the, I think it was the earlier mid-90s when I watched the original one, and this is the one from like, I think it was like, I think Baki, the one that came out later on, the newest one came out maybe like a couple years ago, maybe 5-6 years ago, I can't remember. But it's been a while since I watched it. I enjoyed it a lot. I do like the full contact type of animes. And, for example, Street Fighter, Baki, Fatal Fury, or King of Fighters, classic ones like that. Some of my favorite animes, Fist of the North Star, and so forth. Alright guys, so I got this on a pre-order. I paid about $89, I think it was $89.99 on BBTS. It's around about now it's about $10 USD higher now. It's available there. I'm not sure if it's available anywhere else, but I know this is available there. I know that there are KOs that you can find on eBay of a lot of Yujiro or Baki figures for half the cost. I don't know how good the quality of those things are. I assume they're not very good quality. There are some differences between the KO and this. Unfortunately I don't have a KO on me to be able to compare, but this one is an authentic one, so it is quite expensive. I mean, paying about 99 bucks USD for this is running around about 145 and a bit Canadian, and that's without shipping. So it's pretty expensive for like a 7-inch figure, right? But nonetheless, enough with that. Quickly take a look. So behind the box you can see all the attachments. Baki there, nice image of Baki. So this one here is mixed media. He comes with like a fabric, like his kickboxer shorts, and he comes with like fabric pants and a fabric purple, like kind of a tie-dye t-shirt. And I know you can get like a cheap Storm Collectibles Baki figure with the original red trunks. That one had sold out with the fabric red trunks. They do have the red trunks version available. I think it's like 20 something USD or 28 USD on BBTS. But that one, guys, with the red trunks is molded onto the figure. That's why it's significantly cheaper. Same thing with the Yujiro. They got one that's on there where the shirt and the clothes are molded onto the body. You can't like swap them out or anything like that. So those are significantly cheaper alternatives. They even have like 1/6 scale versions of these figures, and they're highly detailed. But if space is a thing for you, probably go for these smaller ones here. All right, guys. So side image Baki, the back, and let's pop this thing out and see what he looks like outside of the box. Got him out of the box, just a better look at the attachments here. You can see Baki, all his hand and foot replacements. Screaming face here. And also, just like the Yujiro, he comes with this backdrop, like a city backdrop, which is really nice. Comes with his clothing. So you get like some sort of like denim jeans, gray denim jeans. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to carefully, give me 1 second, I'm going to carefully take this off. I don't want to rip this backdrop. And the last thing I need to do is, the backdrop looks really nice, so give me 1 second here. All right. Okay. So that city drop here. And got his clothing here. His clothing. So the clothing has got like this like cardboard kind of like a shaped cardboard thing underneath that'll hold the clothes together, almost like a mannequin. So you just take the jeans off very carefully here. That. And I believe this here in the jeans is like Velcro, guys. So this is actually like a Velcro fastener there. The shirt feels really nice. It's got like a spandex you know, kind of like, you know, like bathing suits and stuff, like, or it's like swimwear. It's got that type of spandex type feel to it. I think because of the Yujiro of how hard it was to get a shirt on the last figure, maybe people might have said something. You know, contacted Storm Collectibles, be like, hey, give us something that'll, you know, something a little bit more flexible. It's not as difficult to put on, Baki, right? So I'm gonna take the Baki figure out, and here you go, guys. Nice looking Baki figure. Detail looks good. And I know usually articulation is done kind of last. There's a piece of plastic on his waist. I'll probably take that out in a bit. But you know what? Even though articulation usually is done last, I'll just do it right now while I still have him out. So his head goes like a 360, guys. I mean, the back of the hair is long, so that can kind of impede on the movement just a little bit. I mean, look at that face. That looks really good for such a small figure to be that detailed. You can see the scars on Baki's shoulder, chest. I mean, the detail looks really good. And then you got shoulder, lateral raise. He's got the bicep swivel here. He's got the wrist articulation. Does go up and down because of a ball joint in there. Does the same for the other arm. He also has the ab rocker. Hip swivel. He can do the splits. He can raise his leg up like that. His knee is double joint. So looks really good. He's got the foot swivel. Ankle swivel, what have you. Can little bit of swivel to left to right, not a whole lot, but it does go up and down. All right, guys. So this is what, I mean, you could display him like that, and he looks pretty damn good. And the shorts, I mean, you got fabric shorts there, so really cool. Let's try to see if we can pose him. I'm not very good at posing my figures, guys. I'm not a professional poser. I've seen some people pose their figures and they're so good at it. Really good at posing their figs. Like, I don't know, like how they do it, but I've never been really a good poster here. Okay. Kind of side stance here. Okay. So okay pose, not too bad. It's almost like a Muay Thai stance. Scars on the legs too. I mean, the striation on the legs look really good too. You got a little piece of string from the shorts here. But overall, looks pretty good, guys. Okay, I'm gonna start swapping out the portraits and see what he looks like. Be back in a bit. Guys, so I just got his pants on. His denim jeans or whatever. And they weren't too bad to get on. They were pretty easy for the most part. You know, there's the little Velcro inside here in the front. I also swapped out his feet. I took his feet out. And I got his like sneakers here. So, you know, you got his blue and white sneakers. That's what it looks like with the ball joint there. Just push that in a little further. That's what it looks like. I mean, for the most part, it looks pretty good. You know, he's doing his little stance there. He's got his demon back as well, just like Yujiro. Very nice. All right, guys, I'm gonna put his tie-dye shirt on. See what he looks like with that. So I just got his tie-dye shirt on and I swapped out the portrait with the shouting face. I mean, the detail on the face looks really good. You can see open mouth sculpt. They did a pretty good job. Usually portraits that involve shouting for a lot of figures, you know, they can be a little bit off. But surprisingly, Storm Collectibles' execution of this portrait was very well done. I like the sculpting on the hair, you know, very detailed. I mean, look at that. For a small figure to have that much detail, I mean, it's really good. And it wasn't too hard to get the shirt on, a little tricky, but nowhere near as tough as it was for Yujiro. I remember Yujiro took me like half an hour just to get the shirt on. There you go, guys. I'm not going to do all the swap outs for the hands and stuff, but I'll do a couple more for the face, and then I'll wrap it up. Let's try the next portrait. So I just swapped his portrait out, and this one is the battle damage portrait. So I did this little posing where he looks like he's trying to block like a punch, but you can see a close-up of his face. You see how one side of his face looks like there's an indentation where he got punched. His you know, you could see his cheeks here all squashed up, you know, a little bit swollen, punched to one side. Looks pretty good, I would say. Not bad at all. I like this portrait. For me, so far, I like the shouting portrait the best. Let's swap him out with the last portrait where his hair is kind of slicked up. So last one here, last portrait with his hair styled up. This portrait is pretty nice too. I like how they give you all these options. For me, I still like the shouting face the best and standard, but you know, this is still a pretty cool look. Very well done. And then I swapped out one of his alternate hands with his index finger and middle finger combined together, as if he's like calling someone over to fight, like a battle. You know, like, yo, bring it on, right? So Baki, he wants a challenge. He's calling over Yujiro over there. I don't know if he's ready for Yujiro, but you know, nonetheless, pretty cool. I have to say, guys, like, this hair I find to be maybe the best Baki figure up to date. I know I don't have the other ones prior, but when I took a look at the first production run, it looks like they only included, you know, the fabric shorts, the red, but I don't see any alternate clothes or anything for him. I could be mistaken, but this one here, I like how they give you his casual attire, his street clothes. They give you his sneakers, and they give you his kickboxer shorts or his Muay Thai shorts or whatever you want to call it. And I mean, I'm very happy with this overall. They are a little pricey. You know, I'm not too keen on spending, you know, 100 USD on, like, you know, 6 or 7 inch figures. You know, from Storm, I'm trying to cut back with the small stuff. If I'm going to buy premium, I usually go with like a little bit larger and more detailed, but for the amount of detail that's packed into a small figure like this, I mean, this was pretty tough to pass on. So this is still available, guys. Anyone is interested, feel free to check it out on BBTS. And I hope you enjoyed this review. I'll be back again very soon with another review. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Till next time, peace.